in the trading center of Zana on Entebbe Road, just after the evening rain had washed dust into the drainage channels, a silver Toyota Aqua rolled quietly into the compound beside the battery clarity desk. The driver stepped out slowly. He looked like a man who had recently lost trust in humanity. His name was Sebonya. For 2 weeks, nearly every mechanic in Kampala had delivered the same terrifying verdict. Boss, your hybrid battery is finished. One technician even shook his head dramatically and whispered, "Prepare yourself psychologically." Another had already started calculating replacement costs before even opening the bonnet. By the time Sebonya arrived at the battery clarity desk, he was emotionally prepared for financial burial. As he stood there anxiously scrolling through mobile money balances that looked increasingly like obituary notices, an old man seated nearby under a mango tree burst into laughter. Not ordinary laughter, the kind of laughter elders produce when they already know the end of a story. It was Uncle Rwamiti. Wearing his faded khaki coat despite the heat, chewing sugarcane with philosophical seriousness, he watched Sebonya pacing nervously. Then he spoke. "My son, in Africa, even gods now die from overdiagnosis." The receptionist nearly choked. Sebonya looked confused. Uncle Rwamiti continued calmly. "These days, people fear warning lights more than they fear mosquitoes." Inside the battery clarity desk, the atmosphere felt strangely different from ordinary garages. Nobody rushed dramatically towards the vehicle. Nobody declared immediate catastrophe. Nobody shouted, "Battery is dead." Instead, there was silence, measured silence. Thermal cameras appeared quietly. Diagnostic screens lit up softly. Readings were observed. Cooling behavior was checked. Voltage patterns examined, and airflow reviewed. Sebonya became uncomfortable. African clients are often suspicious of calm professionals. To many people, competence must arrive sweating heavily and speaking loudly. After nearly 40 minutes, the advisor finally spoke. "Interesting." This frightened Sebonya more than bad news. "Interesting means expensive," he whispered. But the advisor continued. "The hybrid battery is not behaving perfectly, but the major issue appears connected to airflow restriction and imbalance rather than catastrophic pack failure." Silence. Sebonya blinked twice. Meaning you may not need a full battery replacement. At that exact moment, Uncle Rwamiti slapped his knee so hard that nearby border riders turned to look. He stood up dramatically. "You see now? Modern people have become too confident." Then he pointed towards the hybrid car like a village prophet addressing parliament. A warning light is not a death sentence. By now, several mechanics nearby had quietly gathered around, not because they agreed, but because curiosity is stronger than pride. Uncle Rwamiti looked at them carefully. Then he smiled. "My children, batteries are beginning to behave like human beings." Everyone laughed, but the old man was serious. "Sometimes the problem is not death. Sometimes it is exhaustion. Sometimes it is imbalance. Sometimes it is overheating. Sometimes poor breathing. Sometimes confusion." Then he tapped his chest slowly. "Even people are like that." The crowd fell silent. A mechanic finally asked, "Mzee, so what is the real problem nowadays?" Uncle Rwamiti looked towards the battery clarity desk signboard. Then he spoke quietly, uncertainty. The rain began again softly, and for a moment, Even the noisy trading center became strangely thoughtful. The old man continued. In the old days, batteries were simple, cars were simple, life was simple. Now everything has become intelligent, except human panic. Laughter erupted again, but Uncle Rwamiti was not finished. That is why the future will belong to calm interpreters. He pointed towards the diagnostic equipment. Not people who shout fast, but people who observe carefully. Then he delivered the final proverb of the evening. A wise healer does not bury the patient before checking the pulse. Even the mechanics nodded slowly, and somewhere in the distance, thunder rolled over Kampala like applause. Thank you.